Do you know what time it is? What? Do you know what time it is? What? Do you know what time it is? It's Ward's World. Come and take a look at how we live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ward's World. I'm glad you guys been patient. I know it's probably been about a week or two since I've uploaded. Been a lot of things going on, taking care of the family, making sure everybody's good. You know how it is. You know the vibes. Today I'm gonna review a list put up by ESPN to commemorate the 74th NBA season. Obviously, due to the coronavirus, everything's been at a standstill, so the regular season has been suspended. But this right here, this list that I'm looking at right here on ESPN.com is ranking the top 74 individual seasons in NBA history. So from what I gathered, the information that I read so far, I pretty much skimmed through the intro to this page, but the mythology behind the bracket is who had the whole entirety of a better season. Obviously there's going to be 74 rankings going on, so we're going to have the least, not the least important, because every winning championship season is important, let's put it like that, but you're going to have the more important moments going number 1 through 10 obviously, and I'm going to start at 74 going down. Cool? So let's see right here what we got. I hope I gave you guys a better explanation. If not, you guys can go check it out on ESPN.com. Check it out for yourself. At number 74, we have Bill Russell. Okay, let's see why. The 1963-1964 Boston Celtics. Okay, in the regular season, he averaged 15 points, 23.7 rebounds per game. Think about that. 23 rebounds per game. Okay, and in the playoffs, he averaged a little less under than his 15. He averaged 13 points per game and 27.2 rebounds per game. Now, according to ESPN.com, the Celtics had the league's worst offense, yet they won the title. How? Because Russell alone made the Celtics into the league's best defense by a mile. And that's quoted by Tim Bontemps. I hope I got that right. I hope I'm not botching that. I'm sorry if I am. Okay, going down. At 73, rest in peace, the Mamba. We have Kobe Bryant coming in at 73 for the 2007-2008 season with the Los Angeles Lakers. In the regular season, he averaged 28.3 points per game, 6.3 rebounds. And in the playoffs, 30.1 and 5.7 rebounds per game. Bryant's lone MVP season ended on a sour note, with Kobe shooting poorly and the team losing in the NBA Finals to the Celtics. So I'm guessing everything is not about winning a championship. I was wrong at the beginning of that. Sorry, I misspoke. I stand corrected. At number 72, we have Wilt Chamberlain, the 1965-1966 Philadelphia 76ers. In the regular season, averaged 33.5. That's nothing to sniff at. 24.6 rebounds per game, and in the playoffs, 28 PPG and 30.2 rebounds per game. These big guys, they was putting in work back then, man. I don't know, man. A lot of people, you know. In his first full season back in Philadelphia, Chamberlain led the league in scoring with 33.5 points per game for the 7th and final time. Alright. At number 71, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who this guy is. Pardon my lack of knowledge for that, but we have Paul Arizin. I hope that's how you say his name. Arizin. Don't bash me out in the comments. He was part of the 1955-1956 Philadelphia Warriors. He averaged 24.2 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, and in the playoffs, he scored more than his season average. He actually scored 4 more points, making it 28.9 points per game. You could safely round that off to 5 points. and 8.4 rebounds. His name was Pitching Paul. Powered the Warriors to their second Philadelphia era title, leading all scorers with 28.9 points per game during the playoff run. I guess that's pretty impressive in any era, to put the ball in the hoop. At number 70, we have Jerry West, the 1965-1966 Los Angeles Lakers. In the regular season, 31.3 points per game, with the 86% free throw percentage. And in the playoffs, 34.2 points per game with an 87 free throw percentage. Guy's pretty consistent. He is the logo. West's lone appearance came behind a career 31 points per game. The Lakers took the Celtics to the distance, with West averaging 33.9 in the finals. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, that's the same. No. Okay, I thought that was the same year that Bill Russell beat him. I'm sorry, guys. At number 69, we got Michael Jordan with the 1989-1990 Chicago Bulls. Jordan led the league in scoring and steals in the last full season he played for the Bulls. That didn't finish with a championship parade in Chicago. Think about that for a second. 33.6 in this year. 2.8 steals per game. 36.7 points per game in the playoffs, and 2.8 steals per game. Consistency, but a threat nonetheless. 68, we got Willis Reed, the New York Knicks, 1969, 1970. He averaged 21.7 and 13, 27 and 13 in the playoffs. At number 67, I'm not going to lie again, I do not know who he is, but I love to learn the history. I'm soaking it all in. So we got Cliff Hagan. He played for the St. Louis Hawks in the 1957-1958 season. He averaged 19 and 10, and in the playoffs, those numbers jumped to 27 and 10. Hagan led all players in postseason scoring and shooting, as the Hawks handed the Celtics their only finals defeat in the Russell era. That's pretty huge. That's something that doesn't get talked about often. At number 66, we got Bill Russell, the 1960-1961 Boston Celtics. In that regular season, he averaged 16 and 23.9 rebounds. Let that sink in. The guy's a monster. And in the playoffs, he averaged 19 and 29. That's just insane. And I'm reading it. It says in his fourth championship season in 5 years, Russell racked up 30 points and 38 boards in the clincher versus St. Louis. That's tough. Whoa, that's actually surprising. So at 65, we got Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 2018-2019 season with the Milwaukee Bucks. He averaged 27 points per game. And in the playoffs, he scored 25 points per game. Everybody would say that's his breakthrough year, winning his first MVP, averaging 27, 12, and 5.9. You can average that off to 6 assists. That's pretty beast mode. I can't front that. At 64, we got Kobe Bryant with the 2000-2001 Los Angeles Lakers, averaging 28.5 points per game. And in the playoffs, he averaged 29.4. Age 22. Like, rest in peace to Mamba, man. I doubt we're going to see another one like that, man. At number 63, got Kawhi Leonard. 2018-2019 Toronto Raptors season. That's hard to argue to keep him off this list. That was insane what happened. You could call it the roll of the dice or whatever you want. But in his regular season, he averaged 26.6 and 7 rebounds a game. And in the playoffs, bumped it up to 30 points per game and 9 rebounds. May I mention, he led the Raptors to their first championship. Pretty huge, and then he split. But we ain't mad at him. At 62, surprisingly enough, they have Charles Barkley on the list. Big Chuck. The 92-93 Phoenix Suns. Alright, so in that season, he won 62 games and went to the finals, but we know who he beat. We know who beat him. We know who he lost to. The great GOAT. In the regular season, averaged 25, and in the playoffs, 26. I mean, him and Jordan, man, that was a crazy series, man. Obviously, we know who won that, though. 61, you got James Harden with the 2017-2018 Houston Rockets, averaging 30 and 10 free throw attempts in the regular season. And for the playoffs, numbers dropped down to 28.6, but we're going to take that for now. At number 60, we have Michael Jordan with the 88-89 Chicago Bulls. He averaged 32 points per game, and in the playoffs, 34.6. With high numbers, though, he had 8 assists in the regular season and 7 assists in the more close to 7.6. You can round that off to 8 in the playoffs. Back to back. Number 59, Michael Jordan again. The 1987-88 Chicago Bulls. Regular season, 35 points per game. And in the playoffs, 36. Jordan was the first player to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. Hakeem Olajuwon became the second in 94. Alright, cool. I like this one. At number 58, we got Derrick Rose with the 2010-2011 Chicago Bulls. He averaged 25 points per game, 8 assists. In the playoffs, 27, 8 assists. Still the youngest NBA MVP in history. That's what I'm reading right here, according to ESPN. I can dig it. Number 57, Kevin Durant, the 2011-2012 Oklahoma City Thunder. Regular season, 28. Playoffs, 28. Consistency. And that's the year that he went to the finals to go against LeBron, so I respect it. Number 56, Dwayne Wade. Wade County. 05-06 Heat. 27 points per game in the regular season, and in the playoffs, he scored 28. Obviously, that year he was paired up with Shaq, and they did what they did. Excuse me. Number 55, we got Kevin Durant with the 17-18 Golden State Warriors. There's nothing to argue there. Like, everybody need to put some respect on Durant's name. I'm gonna say it right now. Like, I love a lot of players in the league. There's a few, you know, I'm not gonna say that they bad or anything, but Kevin Durant is a great. We're gonna put some respect on his name. So in the regular season, he scored 26.4, and in the playoffs, 29. And followed up his first championship and Finals MVP award with a brilliant encore in 2018, repeating on both counts. Huge. Number 54, we got Shaquille O'Neal with the 01-02 Lakers. In the regular season, dropping 27. And in the playoffs, dropping 28. I mean, that was a 3P team. Shaq, you know, Shaq is Shaq. I'd put him a little higher, but this is ESPN's list. Number 53, we got Kevin Durant again with the 2016-2017 Golden State Warriors. This one, regular season, he averaged 25, and in the playoffs, 28. Along with 7.9 rebounds per game, could average that up to 8. Yeah, man, first season, get him, got him. Number 52, Kobe Bryant with the 08-09 Lakers. Regular season, he scored 26.8, and in the playoffs, 30. And he led them to the first Lakers title since the Shaq departure. At number 51, we got a old school, some of you young cats might not know. I personally wasn't alive for this, obviously. You got George Mikan, 1953, 1954, Minneapolis Lakers. In the regular season, he averaged 18 and 14. And in the playoffs, he went on to average 19 and 13. Number 50, we got Bill Russell. He just keep counting them rings. 1959, 1960 season with the Celtics. 18 points, 24 rebounds per game. And in the playoffs, 18 points and 25.8 rebounds per game. Number 49, Larry Bird, Lucky Larry. 1984 and 1985, Boston Celtics. In the regular season, 28.7. In the playoffs, 26. Number 48, we have Wilt Chamberlain with the 61-62 Philadelphia Warriors. Man, I'm reading the names and then I'm reading the statisticals, and I skimmed through this, so as I'm reading it to you guys now, it's kind of like my first time actually reading it. That's why I'm kind of taking long to look at some of these things and what's worth saying, what's not. You guys can follow along. 50 points per game. This man was wilding. He was going crazy. He was losing his mind. 50 points per game. Like, whoa. Alright, and in the playoffs, 35 points per game. I don't know, but this the same season he dropped 100. I mean, he sat on the bench for a total of 8 minutes. Alright, that's crazy. Number 47. The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the 1976-1977 Los Angeles Lakers. 26.2 in the regular season and 34.6 in the playoffs. Cemented himself as a Laker legend, without a doubt. Number 46, showing love to the young blood. We got Stephen Curry. 2016-2017 Golden State Warriors. Shooting lights out that year. Well, for his championship run, he's been shooting it out. 25.3 points per game with 41 3-point field goal percentage. That's crazy. And in the playoffs, bringing it up to 28 points per game, but it's still keeping it consistent at 41.9 3-point. Actually bringing it up a tad bit. At 45, we got LeBron James with the 2013-2014 Miami Heat. Number 44, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 1979-1980 Los Angeles Lakers. 24-10 in the regular playoffs, 31-12. 43, we got Dirk Nowitzki. 2005-2006 Dallas Mavericks. Regular season, he went 26-9, and in the playoffs, 27-11. He stepped it up. Still wasn't enough though, but he stepped it up. Number 42, we got Wilt Chamberlain again. The 1959-1960 Philadelphia Warriors. Dropping high numbers as usual. 37.6 in the regular, 33 in the playoffs. The thing about Wilt Chamberlain is, when you say 33 points per game, it just sounds like it's a little bit. Kind of take for granted his greatness. I wish we could just take some of these guys and put them in this era and let them ball. Number 41, we got Bob Pettit. 1958-1959 St. Louis Hawks. Regular season scored 29.2, and in the playoffs 27.8. Number 40, we got Wilt Chamberlain again. 1967-1968 Philadelphia 76ers. Regular season 24.3, and in the playoffs 23.7. Okay, at 39, we got George Mikan again. The 50-51 Minneapolis Lakers. Regular season averaging 28 and 14. And in the playoffs, 24-10. At this time, I'm reading the league wasn't even awarding MVPs yet. So, they saying he was a high candidate for that at that time period. Number 38, finally, some honorable mentions here. Tim Duncan. Mr. Fundamental himself. The 98-99 San Antonio Spurs, regular season, 21-11. And in the playoffs, 23-11. Yeah, man, they took care of us here too, right? Number 37, Bill Russell. 62-63 Boston Celtics. Regular season averaging 24-10. Playoffs 25-11. Number 36, Stephen Curry. The 15-16 Golden State Warriors. In the regular season, 30 points per game. 5.1 3-pointers made a game. Let that sit in. That's 15 already, guaranteed, off threes alone. Now, in the playoffs, he dropped down, made 5 points, 25, and 4.4 3-pointers made. That was the year that they made history, 72 wins, but fell to LeBron James, the King, and the Cavaliers. But we're not coming here for all that right there. Number 35, Shaquille O'Neal. 2000-2001 Lakers, averaging 28-12 in the regular, 30-15 in the playoffs. He's beast. Number 34, we got LeBron James with the 2017-2018 Cleveland Cavaliers. Regular season 27, 9 assists. And then in the playoffs, you got 34 and 9 assists. And he played all 82 that game. All 82 games in that season. In his 15th season, excuse me. High importancy. 33, the 09-010 Cavaliers, LeBron James. Regular season averaging 29.7 with 7 rebounds. And in the playoffs, 29-9. Now, you know, those were good times, but we seen what that led to. 32, Kevin Garnett, 03-04 Minnesota Timberwolves. Regular season averaging 24-13, and in the playoffs, 24-14. I was just youngin' back then, but man, that 03 year, it was like the years 01, 02, and 03, and a little bit of 04 stood out to me as a youngster for me basketball wise. I mean, I was blessed to watch basketball for a very long time. I got to actually see Shaq on the Magic, things like that. Hakeem Olajuwon coming in at number 31, 93-94 Houston Rockets. Yeah, that year he took advantage. He won. He took it all that year. He definitely did. At number 30, we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, I mean, he was dogging. He definitely did him before he went to the Lakers. And I'm not sure what's his name, Lou Alcindor, or was it Kareem? But somebody could write that for me in the comments. Let me know. 29, we got Kevin Durant, the 13-14 Oklahoma City Thunder. The regular season, he's dropping 32. 7 rebounds. And in the playoffs, 29. 28, we got Larry Bird in the 83-84 Boston Celtics. Regular season 24, in the playoffs, jumped that up to 27-11. Number 27, we got LeBron James, 15-16 Cavaliers. Regular season, he dropped at 25, and in the playoffs, he had to step it up a little bit, bring it to 26 with 9 rebounds. Yeah. And this is the same year that he got Cleveland their first championship over the Golden State Warriors. Number 26, we got Michael Jordan with the 92-93 Bulls. He averaged 32 points per game in the regular season, and in the playoffs, 35. 6 assists. Going buku. 25, we got Julius Erving. The 1975-1976 New York Nets. In the regular season, averaging 29 and 11 rebounds. And in the playoffs, jumping that up to 34 and 12 rebounds. And from what I'm reading, this is the only ABA season to crack this list. Alright, number 24. We got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar back at the Bucks in 1973-1974. Regular season, dropping 27 and 14, and in the playoffs, dropping 32 and basically 16. Number 23, LeBron James with the 2016-2017 Cleveland Cavaliers. In the regular season, he dropped 26 points per game with 8 assists, and in the playoffs, dropped 32 and 7 rebounds. Number 22, we got George Mikan. Okay, regular season 27, and in the playoffs 31. Right, Michael Jordan, 1996-1997 season, coming in at rank 21. In the regular season, dropped 29, and in the playoffs, he dropped 31. And that was the year he won his 5th ring. 69 wins that year. Number 20, Bill Russell. 1961-1962 Boston Celtics. Regular season, 18 points per game, 23 rebounds. In the playoffs, 22 and 26. Beasting, like, these guys don't got no chill button, man. Back then, they was balling for keeps. Like, you can't tell me no different. Like, number 19 got Oscar Robertson with the 63-64 Cincinnati Royals. Putting up numbers that year. Number 18, Stephen Curry, the 14-15 Golden State Warriors. Yeah, you pretty much know what he be doing. So, I mean, just to say it, in the regular season, he dropped 23 points per game, and in the playoffs, he just started going crazy. 28 points per game. Yeah. Number 17, Michael Jordan, 1991-1992 Chicago Bulls. Regular season, dropping 30.1 points per game. And in the playoffs, dropping 34.5. At that point, the Bulls had their most dominant season. 67 wins. Alright, at number 16, we got Bill Russell. 64-65 Celtics. Man, this guy's every time I see him up here, I feel like I'm reading the same stat line again and again. Consistent with the 18 points, 23 rebounds, playoffs, 22 points, 26 rebounds. Like, that. And the Celtics won their 7th straight championship in that year, 64-65. That's pretty significant. That deserves to be top 20 in my opinion. Number 15, Magic Johnson, 86-87 Lakers. Regular season, 23-12. In the playoffs, 21-12. A 27-year-old Johnson was a force, scoring a career best 23.9 per game, leading the league in assists with 12.2 per game, and earning the fourth of his 5 rings. So that was his 4th. He started off the finals with 29 points and 13 assists in Game 1, followed by 22 points and 20 dimes in Game 2, en route to win and series MVP over Bird and the Celtics. I had to take a second because that's crazy. Like, I really wish that I was able to witness some of that in real time. Number 14, Moses Malone, 1982-1983 Philadelphia 76ers regular season, dropped 24 points per game and 15 rebounds. In the playoffs, 26 and 15. Number 13, Tim Duncan with the 02-03 San Antonio Spurs. Yeah. I'm sorry, I was reading it. Yeah, it took me back. That's Number 12, Michael Jordan, the 97-98 Chicago Bulls. We already know what time it is. That's the last And the 66666 championship. In the regular season, he dropped 28 points per game. And in the playoffs, 32. 11 right now, Larry Bird. The 85-86 Boston Celtics in the regular season dropped 25. And in the playoffs, he dropped 25, keeping things consistent. Number 10, we got Shaquille O'Neal. Remember, this is for the most significant NBA individual seasons. I mean, he was beasting though that year. Number 9, LeBron. Oh man, everybody gonna start getting mad now when they start seeing this. Number 9, LeBron James. The 2011-2012 Miami Heat season, he dropped 27 in the regular and 30 in the playoffs. And this was the lockout season too, man. You guys are gonna have your opinions. I want you guys to tell me what you think are your personal favorite moments in time and season wise, like who had the best seasons. You could put out all 74 years, I don't really care. One season, a few that stuck out for you. Number 8, LeBron James. 08-09 Cleveland Cavaliers. Now that year was disappointing because I'm really a LeBron fan, and I feel like I witnessed everything he's done since the beginning of his entrance to the league. And yeah, man. Number 7, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the Milwaukee Bucks. Regular season dropping 31 points, and in the playoffs 26 and 17. Number 6, George Mikan, the 48-49 Minneapolis Lakers. They giving us them throwback fields. They giving us them throwback fields to be like, hey, don't forget about these guys. These guys were here before too. I respect it. Number 5, that's what I came here for. We got the GOAT, Michael Jordan, with the 1990-1991 season. In the regular season, he dropped 31.5. In the playoffs, 31. You can't forget. This is what started it off right here. That's what started off the dynasty right there, the 91 championship. Number 4, Wilt Chamberlain. The San Francisco Warriors, 63-64. In the regular season, he dropped 36, and in the playoffs, he dropped 35. Okay, we gotten down to the top 3. And I know you guys are going to get mad. A lot of people I know will be up in arms right now. LeBron James at number 3. So the 2012-2013 Miami Heat team that defeated the Spurs. Game 6. 95-88 victory. All because you know what shot got him there. I said the game 6, yeah, repeat with the game 7 win, excuse me. So yeah, he put in work that year. Got them they second ring. Number 2, we got Wilt Chamberlain. 66-67 Philadelphia 76ers. And last but not least, number one. We got the GOAT. The 1995-1996 season. Now, if you're wondering why this season was significant for Jordan, I'm going to read on and tell you guys more about it in a bit. But it was definitely significant. I agree with ESPN for putting him number 1. If you guys have any other number 1, you write it, but let's get into it. In the regular season, Jordan averaged 30.4 points per game, 42.7 3-point percentage. And in the playoffs, he averaged 30.7 points per game, 40.3 3-point percentage. The 1995-96 Bulls set an NBA record with 72 wins. still the most for a champion. So it's no surprise there were plenty of win shares for Jordan, who received the highest vote share for MVP of anyone to that point. That award value puts Jordan's 95-96 atop his many great seasons in these rankings, even though the 90-91 season rates at his best playoff run. It was an emotional season for Jordan, who proved he could still be the league's best player post-retirement, and capped it by winning his first championship since the death of his father on Father's Day. That was huge. That was a great list. There's some parts that I was surprised at. I'm just like, whoa, like, all right. There's probably some things in there that they forgot to even mention themselves. I don't know. Quarantine had them thinking hard and really wanted them to switch it up, give us some players that we probably forgot about. I really wish there was some honorable mentions in that though. But if you guys watched the whole video, I really appreciate it. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the video. I hope you comment down in the section below. Subscribe, share with your friends. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, pretty much enjoy yourself in the quarantine. If you guys got any ideas you want to shoot to the channel, you can write it down in the comment section below. Other than that, enjoy your time, man. Peace.